Challenge accepted.
Welcome back to the dig. We just unlocked this new spire, which we haven't got a name for yet. Before we go into solving this spire, or the puzzles here, we need to pick up something on this side. That's what I'm looking for, the blue rod.
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna stick my hand in some crack in the rock on an alien planet.
Now, you may be wondering, what's the point of even having this thing here if we can't actually use it? Is this a doorway to somewhere?
There's a glow coming from inside the crevice, but I can't see what it's coming from.
You know, is it a door or something like that? This will come into use later on. This is a LucasArts game, and I keep saying, and they don't like to put things in their games that are not useful. Just letting you know. Before we go back and sort that out, see what this little critter is up to.
The way things have been going, I can pretty much bet that whatever that little beast just stole, I'm gonna want it really badly in a minute or two.
No doubt. Now first let's look at all the things around here.
The last time I was small enough to get into a cave that size, I was 4 years old.
And this is the second puzzle in the game that tends to bug a lot of first-time players. Let's begin by picking up everything we can.
A short metal dowel.
Immediately put that into there because that's where it goes.
That's a nice fit.
Everything you need for this puzzle is in this room, by the way. The puzzle being that we need to get the parts back from the animal.
A place for everything, and everything in its place.
Yeah, because you obviously can't carry that with you. What you can do is put that there. Let's pick up this rib cage. I'm missing something.
Scavengers have picked these ribs clean, but the animal can't have been dead very long because the rib cage is still holding together.
Interesting lesson in biology there. Because some of your ribs are actually held together by sinew, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not a doctor, don't quote me on that.
If only I had some bait for this trap, but I'll just have to play sheepdog.
That there, that's the hint. The only hint you're going to get. This may as well pick up this cover.
A thin metal plate with a button on it.
We can't put it on there, he won't let us.
It won't do much good to put the cover on when a part is missing.
So the question becomes, firstly, how do we get that critter out of here? And then how do we trap it? Well, there's some holes we can look inside of.
Just unidentifiable junk left by that critter.
Wrong hole.
There's something moving in
There you
here.
go. Yeah, now we've got to get him to run that way, but as soon as we go this way, he runs away. And in fact, he ends up back in his cave there. So that's not going to help us. Just to show you. Oh yeah, because we won't be able
The last time I was small enough to get into a cave that size, I was 4 years old.
You know, I wonder. Can we do this before?
Sorry, friend, but your little house is about to get a big front door.
Huh. Just learned something about the game.
That looks big enough to squeeze through.
Because we've got to do this at some point anyway, but we're not going to go in there yet. Because I don't want to waste too much time.
Now I've got you.
What the heck?
If I let you out, you'll head to the place where you hide nice shiny machinery parts. The only trouble is, how am I gonna follow you?
Well, that worked unexpectedly. Because that thing's sprites just vanished, remember? Yeah, no, normally what you're supposed to do, I think, is you're supposed to come down the bottom here or something. No, because you can't get through there. You're supposed to go back here and then chase him back. But you got to do it in a way where he doesn't run away, I think. But obviously we want to be able to follow him. And remember, we used this right at the start of the game. And I don't blame you if you forgot the property that this thing has.
It's a small alien critter with an electronic collar.
Here's your hints. At this point, I think they put that in there because they're assuming that you've tried everything on this critter. Because if you do just let him go, you've wasted your time, obviously. So now we can let him go.
It's a small alien critter with an electronic collar.
Means to click on that. That's the fastest I've ever solved this puzzle, by the way. There we go.
Go, little creature. Roam free, wherever your thieving little heart desires.
Now, I just wanted to show you, if we use this thing now...
It's indicating to the right.
Yeah, see, it actually points us to here, the cave. Okay. Now, use it again. I mean, I kind of know where it is, but...
It's got to be right under here.
Yeah, you have to use it...
This is where the tracker's pointing.
You have to use it for Brink to get onto the right spot, or to bring up that tracker spot. That tracker spot won't be there if you haven't used that...
What if I hadn't brought this shovel along?
Situation. That blue orb.
No, that's not worth thinking about.
The critter doesn't like this.
The critter sure didn't like that. He took off down one of his tunnels.
Right, now we get the missing parts.
Now maybe I can get the door open.
I'm assuming... well, I'm assuming that one of these holes leads back to the...
It's the critter's empty nest.
To, where the door was. Remember those two holes there?
It's the critter's empty nest.
Yeah, I think it's all going to say the same thing. So let's leave and let's head to here. Now, what I love about this, imagine you were actually stuck on this planet.
I can't use these two things together.
The heck? Oh, right, on the hole, sorry. Would you know...
It won't accomplish anything.
Hang on.
Now with any
There
luck,
we go.
this will work.
I don't know what I was clicking on previously. But let's just say you were
Now let's get this thing closed up and see if it works.
in Boston shoes. I mean, would you be able to figure that out? Put it this way.
Shut
if you,
tight and solid.
Oh, right, I gotta press the button first, eh? If you don't know cars, for instance, would you trust yourself to fix it?
Open sesame.
I mean, I did my trade, or most of it anyway, back in the day.
Another one of these engraved sticks.
Although, maybe that's the key, because when you start out with your trade, you think you know stuff.
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
There we go. Yeah, because you've, we'll use it with this. You think you know stuff because, you've dabbled around a bit, fiddled with cars, but you actually don't know that much. In fact, you know, if you know something, you know just enough to be dangerous, to really mess things up. Right, now, what do we need to do here? Well, there was a sign, a display in the museum that explains what we're supposed to do here, and I think I put the wrong scepter, but anyway, if we click, we get a little video, and yes, that's exactly what this does. Okay, this is actually the right one. There we go. I think it's right. These aliens have discovered a way to control planets. I think. Seems right. Yeah, they've discovered how to control planets using or moons rather, using scepters. That's how I think that looks right to me. Wait for it. Oh. Maybe it's not right. Actually, no, it's not right. I know it's not right because it's another video that's supposed to play. No, wrong thing. This could take a few minutes. Actually, I think I know where I went wrong. And then I'm not 100% sure if that's supposed to be there, which I would assume.
It's the ceiling of the dome.
Alright, right. I meant to exit. Still nothing. That means that it's actually meant to be... Is it there? Well, one way we can tell, because it occurs to me we haven't actually unlocked that spire yet. So let's go back to the clearing. Tram, there we go. I want to get the other tram activated, and I want to get that plate into the display. I've got to be honest, this is probably one of my favourite adventure games in terms of the puzzles. In fact, just talking puzzles, this has got to be my favourite adventure game. Because the puzzles all fit with the storyline well. There are no puzzles...
I can't use these two things together.
That's what it was. There are still two pieces missing, obviously, but none of these puzzles feel like they're there just for the sake of being there. They all sort of fit into the storyline. And that's not very common in adventure games. I mean,
when this rock fell from the ceiling, it must have cracked open an energy conduit under the floor.
I was going to look at that later anyway, but I mean, there's no mazes in this game, for instance. The closest you get to is probably that puzzle to get power to this whole place. It was, we did in the second video, I think, where we had to move that white crystal onto the floor to pick up the lens and then to line it up with those sort of triple light beams. You could maybe call that sort of a maze, but yeah. There we go. Glowing panel. Because now we have the missing parts that we can use to sort this out. So you might be thinking there's only one of these things and aren't we going to need three? Well, I only say that because that's what I thought about the third time I played this through. Obviously didn't think this the first time, but yeah. So we start by clicking on a crystal. Notice it goes white, and we're going to bring this up. Okay, now it starts going darker again, so we do that. Bring this guy up, gets even brighter. Bring this one up. Almost. Almost. This can be a bit fiddly, but we'll see now. There we go. And now, notice the shape here. Give it a second. There we go. And we can now go to the other spire. It's not that one. It's not this one, because that has a name. I think that's the only door that we haven't unlocked yet. This just says open door because we haven't actually been on the tram yet. Oh, hang on, this tram is this side, I think. Go. The energy that these creatures use must not be something that is found on Earth. You don't think so? Because how do you materialize something out of nowhere? And you're going to see, by the way, a clue as to how this works. I mean, obviously that doesn't explain the exact science behind it because you couldn't, but you sort of get an explanation of what's happening with that. To give you a clue, the truth is that the ramp was technically there the whole time, only it wasn't. Don't worry, you'll understand it the best way. This particular spire, that's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, so there's the moons that we were fiddling with to make things easier for ourselves.
Uh-oh. Looks like the warranty must have run out on this light bridge.
Okay, this is the... No, we can't... well, let's see.
I can't open it.
Yeah, we need to use our tusk.
It won't do anything.
What? Maybe this isn't the one that we have to fix.
Just needs a little adjustment.
Nope.
Okay, so maybe it needs a little more adjustment.
There we go. Okay, so it's not this one that needs that sorted out. Let's look at this engraving. It becomes important later on. And there's another clue as to what she wants. Yeah. Platform.
Here you are, Frank.
Found you.
You haven't been answering.
I was busy, trying to concentrate on my work. I don't have time for interruptions.
In other words, you want me to go away.
Those are the right words. Go away.
I don't believe there is anything we can actually do here. Just the same, I'll take a look down here.
This looks like some pretty badly deteriorated machinery.
Let's try and talk to him. We missed our opportunity last time.
Brink.
And this is where we're going to get to see his personality suddenly has changed.
Maggie's work on data retrieval is going well.
Then go talk to Maggie about it.
Short, curt answers.
With all your newfound brilliance, Brink, can you make any sense out of this?
I don't have time to analyze every meaningless bit of debris you pick up and carry around with you, Commander Lowe.
Everything we talk to him about, we're going to get a similar response.
These light bridges link the spires. It's a lot faster than using the trams.
I'm so happy for you.
So we're not going to even bother with the rest of these. I mean, we could, although actually let's
I
just
found
do
a
this.
bunch of these metal plates. When we've got them all, maybe we can go home. You remember home, don't you, Brink? Earth, family, friends, food.
You're doing very well, Commander Lowe. By all means, go find the rest of the metal plates. Go quickly. Go now.
So the only reason I do this is to show you how
Thanks.
he's gone from being a very scientific person, a sharp thinker, an intellectual thinker. What I mean is the guy is smart. Okay, and I mean that as a compliment. So all of a sudden he's not thinking straight. All he cares about is those crystals. And those responses, past Brink would have had much different responses to what we are getting now. He would have wanted to see all of those things. In fact, he would have been complaining that why is Lowe disturbing so much. I mean, we were getting messages at the start of how, or that message in the first video, I think, of Lowe is going to go down in history. Actually, fast away. Yeah, Lowe is going to go down in history as a boneheaded commander who messed up the world's greatest dig site or something like that. Notice now these have all got... Okay, that doesn't yet. That does. Yeah, that he's going to go down in history as a bonehead who ruined a site. Oh, before we do that, before we forget, see, it's now changing a bit.
It doesn't look safe to walk there.
We'll get the same description. So anyway, yeah, it's just wonderfully done how the characters change in this. I think the only character who doesn't change, who doesn't need to change really, is our journalist friend. I can't believe I've gone blank on her name. Right, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually got to go there. And that's... Try it
It's
like
the ceiling of the dome.
and wrong place. Let's try that. Nothing. You see, it's counterintuitive with this because I'm sure the moon is supposed to go there. Nope. I mean, not that we need to do this puzzle yet. Anyway, I know these two are supposed to go here, but the route. Actually, a good way to check. If we moved it down, we can go back there and see. But we've got another. Just show you quickly. That's the next room we can enter. Just neaten up my inventory a bit. So maybe let's go back to the Nexus, because we don't need to actually open that. I don't want to give it away actually, but we don't need to do that yet. Hang on, let's quickly go. Yeah, okay. So we needed to go up. Let's not forget that. We need to go up. Probably the fastest way back to... Excuse me. Something just so calming about this tram ride. I've had a lot of luck with these doors. And this one I know which door it is. So let's look at this green engraved rod. Red diamonds, or 3 reds and a blue, but it's diamonds, hexagon, diamond and diamond. That's easy. Diamond. Game froze for a second then. That was a diamond, right? Whoopsie, wrong way around. That's supposed to be the hexagon, and that's supposed to be the diamond, so we'll just... And we should get a... At least I think we'll get a cutscene. Very small cutscene, but... nevertheless.
Why didn't it work?
Okay, because... we need to do some repairs.
Let's see if we can pry the cover off. That's it.
Now, we can't interact with this.
Yeah, it's a corroded mess in here.
We can no longer fiddle.
Some of the connections have been broken, but it's not getting any power.
How do we give it power? Well, about...
Always attach the jumper cables to the dead battery first.
I can actually attest to that, having done my trade. Most of it. I need to be clear about that. So I'm not actually a qualified mechanic. I like to think I am,
Let's see
but
if we can
honestly
get
I'm
something
not.
flowing from this broken conduit on the floor. If I don't electrocute myself in the process.
Please be careful though. You have no idea what the voltage is running through that.
I should have been an electrician.
Does it for us? Notice the cable just disappears. And now we've got the next spire open. And you might be thinking, well hang on, this is all destroyed. How's the tram going to get through here? Well, let's see. Apparently with ease. It just looks like it's destroyed. Now I'm wondering if this is the room I'm thinking it is. Or the spire that I think it is. Yes it is. Alright, so there's a couple of places we can go. So there, but we're not going to go there yet. Actually, let's take a look.
A kind of light that's just on the edge of existence.
That's a clue there, by the way. But notice the first time, right, this is the first time that our guy doesn't just punch the buttons. And obviously there's a reason for that, so we're going to come back to that. Right, now we can go down here, but we're not going to yet, because I want to first go up here. This Did I just come from there? No, I didn't. This is okay. This is what I wanted to do. Okay.
Another broken light bridge. Just needs a little adjustment. Another broken light bridge. Okay, so maybe it needs a little more adjustment.
Still nothing.
Another broken light bridge. It still doesn't work. Must be something wrong inside the control panel.
Yep. We're gonna open this and quickly finish this puzzle, and then I will close the video here because we've just hit the 30-minute mark.
It won't accomplish anything.
What?
It won't accomplish anything.
Oh.
I can't use these
Obviously,
two
we don't need
things
to-
together.
There we go.
So this is what's in the guts of these machines.
So the objects of this puzzle, see the green line? There, that's the objects. However, we're not using these prisms, so actually that's in the wrong place. I believe it's that one first, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Hang on. I mean, we can do that. No. Maybe it's... Ah. Maybe it's this prison we gotta go to. That's what we want. So that ends up there. That ends up there. That ends
Pretty
up there.
impressive for someone who never took a class in alien physics.
And it's the cut of the lines that show you where to go. So now we can... But now, of course, we adjusted the lens.
Another broken light bridge.
So we'll quickly adjust it back.
If at first you don't succeed,
Try, and try again. There we go. And now, only one more light bridge to activate. And we'll quickly take a look here and then we'll call it, since we're at the 33-minute mark. I don't want to... Look at that. All of a sudden, it's got some... See how it keeps changing?
it doesn't look safe to walk there.
One of these, because we've got the museum, the planetarium. I believe it's this one. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to call it here. When we come back, we'll explore a bit more of this spire. And we will hopefully get those moons lined up properly. Don't let us forget that I've got to move the moons up to complete the puzzle, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I like to think I am,
Let's see
but
if we can
honestly,
get
I'm
something
not.
flowing from this broken conduit on the floor. If I don't electrocute myself in the process.
Please be careful though. You have no idea what the voltage is running through that.
I should have been an electrician.